cities, actually, this is a little bit a broad term, so I wonder, I was a little bit confused what to say exactly, but I also agree with Professor Bencekri that usually when we do research or provide a smart solution or something, we are thinking of resolving certain problem within our society or something in particular. The smart city is not only about technology and IoT and sensors, cybersecurity, cloud computing, a lot of things can be involved, of course, but also it has a lot of the environmental aspect and the cultural aspect and the social aspect. For example, a smart solution, it doesn't need to be like a big complex model. It also can be like smart little solution that can be integrated in our society. For example, I recently, last year, published a book about the 15-minute city. The idea is simple, is that we are trying to make a city or to design a city where everything can be accessible within 15 minutes. Of course, the 15 minutes can be different in different countries depending on the culture also. Because, for example, from Korea, people in Korea can walk 15 minutes, it is not a problem. But I cannot implement this in Qatar, for example. 15-minute walking is too much for them, so maybe 2 minutes or something or less, because it's society, again, that's more luxurious, and they think of cars and they cannot walk, and also the climate doesn't help. In Korea, the climate is nice, so walking is more easier. But in Qatar, for example, walking is difficult, it's not attractive for users. In general, in the book, there are many solutions, and for example, we may think that, oh, okay, in Korea we have a strong public transport, so the idea of 15-minute city is that we will include public transport within the time, like someone to access and then go to public transport and then access to certain services. So we want everyone from the society, either they have a car or not, to access the essential services, which are usually the hospitals and community centers. For example, for a society like Korea, where it's aging and there are a lot of elderlies, so we need elderlies to access to a community center where they can have a lot of activities and stuff. And of course, again, for the smart city, it can include connected vehicle, which are lots in progress. A lot of progress has been done in connected vehicles. Actually, there are 5 levels, and now Tesla mostly it's level 2, but they operate as level 3. But there are a lot of other companies that they have already level 3 and 4. But again, there is a technology there, but the governance in terms of security and cybersecurity and doesn't follow. For example, also in terms of electric cars now, there are a lot of Wi-Fi charging system that can charge the car while it's moving, because charging car is an issue, and also the cars can charge from each other. But again, here comes the security issue and the governance issue. And in Morocco, I'm not sure if we reached also that level of infrastructure, honestly, in terms of sensors and cloud computing and stuff like that. So I'm not sure where we are now. But I believe in Morocco we can include small solutions that respond to a certain issue in our country. So we don't need to think that big and that there should be a lot of sensors on the street and I don't know, cloud or blockchain or whatever. We can start small, and then little by little it will be integrated with the solutions will be integrated with each other. And yeah, since I come from transportation engineering stuff, so I'm thinking a lot about transportation, and of course I think about equity, how to guarantee accessibility and equitable service for everything. And also in our research, we actually found that cycling and a lot of active mobility, actually, if we provide the right infrastructure for that, it also can help mental health. We published a paper, I published a paper in transport policy, and we found out that cycling actually helps a lot of mental health in South Korea. For example, the severe mental health is decreased with people who cycle. So we can do a lot of things in this term, but we need just good infrastructure and start by small solutions. As I said, the topic is a little broad, so I'm not sure what to say exactly, but yeah, there are a lot of things that we can do, and I'm open for any questions you have. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Dibah. So my intervention was asked in three parts. The first part is the usage of the BIM in the building infrastructure modeling. The second one is the usage of city information modeling, which is based on the modelization of cities like roads, traffic, etc., and optimize the urbanism based on this modeling. And the third one was based on the infrastructure, the smart infrastructure of the city. So how we can make our city smarter, more intelligent by using, of course, the modelization and also the smart technologies that we have actually. Yes.
That's very great.
Yeah.
I believe it's a very great initiative. Your last part of discussion is totally aligned with us. So what we are doing there, we are working with the critical national infrastructure, and for that we are working with the energy sector. So one of the 6 energy sectors are our partner, through which we are working on a very huge project. It is overall 10 million grant project, in which they CNI partner. We are 3 more universities as well. We have a consortium working on basically to protect the OT technology, operational technology, how to secure it. And finally, the infrastructure one, we are working on, my 2 PhDs are working on PQC, particularly implementation for a smart city network.
Yeah.
So I believe this is a need of a time and it should be implemented, and it's a very great initiative.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And again, we are open for a collaboration. Our university is very supportive in these things, and we have a lot of collaboration. We have collaboration with the industrial partner. I worked with the industry for 3 years by myself as well. So I'm again, we and our team are open for collaboration. And whenever you need us, just shout us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we go first. Okay, sorry. So thank you for your question. Yes, it's a very good question. And actually, I can say that actually the beam and SIM is no more nice to have. It's a must. So actually, as you know, actually with the AI, etc., I think if we don't follow this, it will be a big gap between what we need to have and what we have actually. You know that for of course for schools, etc., it's mandatory that we include this, and not just this, but also to make like it's normally it's the strategic decision that need to be taken, not just in schools, but in the whole country. We need to implement all these best practices, because we need to understand that it's expensive. The deal is not something that we can. It's not like something that we can just implement. It needs a lot of efforts, investments, etc. But also we can. After of course implemented it, we can get all the benefits from it, but we need to invest in the beginning. So actually, yes, we need to raise the consciousness in the high strategic levels, and inform them that we need to implement this. This is all the advantage that we can have by implementing this, and of course let them do their work and also implement all these strategic decisions. Okay.
For the 15-minute city in Morocco, again, I think first, it's not the idea of we change the people, we should understand people. Sometimes when you ask someone, you will ask, oh, can you walk 15-minute city? Not that direct, but first we need to understand our infrastructure. Where do we have the public transport, for example? What's the demand? People, what's transport or they prefer? So this will be done through a lot of surveys, or if we have already data and stuff, and then we decide how to help them and how to start a little bit diverting and directing people. But we cannot enforce them into a solution, but we have to understand what solutions they can adopt or they can go with. And I think it's very interesting idea, because also in Morocco we have like good weather in many of the cities, and it doesn't need to be again 15 minutes. It's because, for example, in Australia they adopted 20 minutes Melbourne, so it's based for them, they are okay with walking 20 minutes. Here maybe 15. I think for Morocco the walking is like the demand. When we do the model choice and we divide, I think people who walk, we have a lot of percentage, like 50%. I remember long time like in Casablanca, which is very high. Actually, we don't understand why people walk a lot. It's a little bit also strange. So, but what I mean is that we have to do a lot of data analysis, a lot of infrastructure, and then again use a lot of AI, and there are a lot of softwares and solutions that we can model and simulate a lot of solutions. And also we need to ask people through surveys or something to get their idea, basically.